Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Texas. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we're going to talk to some of the visitors at today's Cruise In. Mars reviews the new Buick Enclave Avenir.
Nice.
And Jeff has his feature, Little Known Facts About Luxury Car Brands. It's just ahead on this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Over here to my right, to your left, would be David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could come today.
We got him up 2 weekends in a row to do this.
I know, it's truly amazing.
I know.
Yeah. He had to spend the night out on the west side of town.
Oh.
So he could be close and wouldn't make too big of a mess trying to get here.
Yeah. And,
So-
being late and all that.
David, you need to put on a headset and a microphone.
And tie your
You
shoes.
can't get it working? Okay, well, don't worry
Tie
about
your
it
shoes.
then. All right, well, we are
tripping.
here, and we really appreciate it. Nice turnout here. Stan brought his real, honest-to-goodness hot rod.
He did.
With the red radiator.
Yeah.
The grill, if
Red
you will.
interior.
It was originally a
Red
radiator.
wheels.
I'm very jealous.
Oh, yeah, I know. We all are. That's one good-looking car. It's silver and with a red accents and red everything everywhere, so it's all good. Would you talk to Chase and ask him what time he'll be here, if he's coming at all? Anyway, so we have all of this stuff coming up, and Stan's going to join us, the founder of Loopy Tortilla, and he's going to explain the hot rods that he brought today, and he's got quite a collection.
Well, we got a lot of people going to talk about their hot rods.
Yeah, and we also have another view for everybody to look at.
I want to do that?
Yeah,
There you go.
and that's kind of what's going on here. We've got the tables out front in the parking lot, along with all of the hot rods that are here.
Now, those tables are used when you donate an unwrapped toy. You get a taco, breakfast taco, and you can go sit out there, look at the cars, and eat your taco.
And it is a spectacular morning.
Yes, very
It
nice.
really is. Temperature's
cool.
probably about 68 or so.
Yeah, I would go with that.
Yeah, something like that. I could look and find out, but I'm not going to do
Who
that.
cares?
It doesn't make
It's
any
just
difference.
comfortable.
Yeah. There's no rain in the forecast here, so if you're out cruising about this morning listening to the show, be sure and stop by. Bring an unwrapped toy, and if you can do that, then you get a free breakfast taco. And if not, that's okay. Come see the cars.
I challenge you to bring more than one unwrapped toy. So there. I've already donated mine.
So Jeff has done the throwdown,
Yeah.
and but it's up to you whether or not you want to live with that or not.
And I think Kurt's going to probably donate more.
So, Mr. Mars, who is our first guest this morning?
This is Kurt Buckhholtz. Buckhholtz. Yeah, spelled nothing like that.
Exactly.
He's pushing that 1966 Chevelle. He came in with a straight front axle on it.
Oh,
The
With-
gasser.
it is The
Yes.
four-door. It's a four-door.
Is it a real gasser?
Yes.
It's a real gasser.
In 66, at the end of the year 66, it went from a car dealership down the street to Rat Fink in California.
No.
It was
Yeah.
converted to a gasser and painted.
In 66.
Rat
And
Fink is
at
cool.
67. It was a 66 model.
Gotcha.
Sold from a dealership, went down the street at the end of the year.
And
And that's what you see today.
that is so
Seriously.
cool.
That's
How in
the
the
same
world?
paint.
It's the same paint.
How did you manage to acquire that? With a lot of money
Yeah,
and
money.
Money and trading some really nice cars.
But did you find it on the internet or somebody?
Yes. Actually, the person found me. I had a 1927 T-Bucket, and a guy contacted me, and he said, I want your car, and I heard you're selling your car. And he happened to have that in the back of his garage.
No. In the back of the garage?
Yes, in the back of the garage.
Wow.
He had 6-car collection, and it was in the back in the corner. And I went to meet the guy, and
Are you a California guy?
no.
You flew out to California.
So, actually, this came out of just north of Galveston. Alvin.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
Alvin,
kidding me?
Texas.
Yeah, that car came out of Alvin, Texas.
My
It's
God.
been there since 2017.
Wow.
And then before that, the car was on the East Coast for like 20, 30 years.
So it's been around.
Yes, it's went from West Coast to East Coast to Texas.
Love it. Well, that is very cool.
Yeah.
And it's a 66
Chevelle.
four-door Chevelle.
Chevelle Malibu 4-door.
So we got a little bit of the length, well, originally.
Well, you get a lot of interior room and a huge trunk.
Do you put it on the street and drive it around?
I drive it everywhere.
He drove it here.
I know you.
Inspected.
No, I go get grocery store, dry cleaners.
And people say, "What in the world
Oh,
have
yeah.
you done to that car?" So tell us, for those that don't know, explain to them what a gasser really is.
A gasser really is, they set it up by how many cubic inch your motor is and how much your car weighs. And that's what class you would be in, but you could only run gasoline.
I got you.
You didn't want nitro or fuel additives. There's no additive.
But to me, a gasser has always been a front straight axle.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's always a
all-
front.
that's part of it.
Yes,
All of
yes.
them are all that way.
And pretty much they say the era ends around 66.
Yeah.
And that's a 66.
And the reason that they did that was to get the car up in the air to get the weight transfer off the starting line.
Yes, because tire technology isn't what it is today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Plus the suspension and stuff.
you're
React
putting
again.
all the weight. Yes, get everything back there to, squish the tires.
And it's funny because I've not seen gasser reunions. So
That's something.
have you ever been?
I went once this year.
Did you?
I didn't take the car. I flew in a rental car. It
Yeah.
was too far away.
Yeah.
But
Would you ever put that car on the strip and do that?
You know what? Maybe.
Yeah. Just depends.
Yeah.
You're having too much fun with it like you are.
I just drive it everywhere.
Rather than
I do.
you might break something.
It'll put a smoke show on.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of motors it got in it?
327 with 4.7-to-1 blower on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just find the whole thing fascinating.
Yeah. The motor's 500 on the dyno.
500?
Not at the wheel, just at the motor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The flywheel.
Yeah.
So it's not,
it's nothing.
it's
nothing-
not fast by today's means at all.
right.
Yeah.
But back then
puts
it
on
was.
Yes, and it puts on a good show.
And looks
Yeah,
fast.
you do your own EPA thing at the red light. So
It'll
just-
lift the front end off the ground.
Fun.
It will. You can pop a wheelie at a traffic light.
And I assume that you've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
research,
Time
of
or
course.
two. Research.
Yeah, just see.
Yeah, you start replacing gaskets, in the oil pan and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
things like that.
Going to court, getting out of jail.
Like
Clearly,
Yes.
you're a car
Minor
guy.
things, so.
Have you always been a car guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And do you have a collection of cars?
No, I don't.
This is your
is
collection.
It. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Otherwise, I'd drive a brand new truck just like everybody else does.
Would you? You would.
You got you're being harassed by the audience.
Oh yes.
And apparently,
He actually has a very nice truck. They just got a brand new paint job on it.
nice. Well, we may be talking to you
Maybe.
later. Let's talk to you though. So you haven't done anything to it?
No, other than clean it.
Clean it.
That's it.
And drive it.
Yeah.
And make sure that it's not leaking oil. Anything.
Yes. I added a giant speaker in the back seat. That's about it.
Got to have some tunes.
Yes. And
Yeah.
the one I have, you can just every car I get, I just take it and put it in the next
Jimmy
And
car.
how long have you had that now?
May.
Wow.
May.
May.
So this is a relatively.
So your show here in May,
Yes.
I got the car 3 days before the show.
Oh.
Did you bring it?
I brought it here.
Well, how did
I
we
was like
miss-
the last person here. There was no parking, and they made me park right there on the curb.
Oh, okay, I think I
Up against
remember
the
that.
restaurant.
Yeah.
So I got here real late.
Just
late.
in the nick of
Yeah,
time.
Yes, I did.
shows
But
to go,
that's
yeah.
okay. It's all right. It's all good. I guess we need to give him a microphone.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know,
okay.
or
Yeah.
a cup
Or
of coffee
not.
or something.
Yeah. Cup of coffee.
I warned it. Don't have me out here. There's going to be trouble.
Well, and we're all about that.
Okay.
We're car guys too, so we know about trouble. Trouble in River City. And it's not River City, but whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, Stan Holtz has made his presence known. Stanton, it's good to see you. And we're gonna have a whole hour with you at 10. You want to come on now or what?
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate
Thanks.
you. We are. Pardon me? Chase will be here at 8:30. And I phoned him earlier, and he says he's going to be here at 8:30. Why don't you sit down and put that headset on? Let's talk about, let's talk.
Let's talk about
shall we?
life.
Ladies and gentlemen, the founder of Loopy Tortilla, Mr. Stanton Holt.
The flounder. Anyway, that 60 Rambler that you saw last time I
Yeah.
was here,
It blew a radiator hose.
well, that's not what I was going to tell you. I made a gasser out of it.
Oh, you did? Oh, you told me you were going to.
Oh, my gosh.
Is it coming here today?
That's the one that broke down.
I was just going to say.
Just a radiator hose. So,
Is it still coming
yeah.
on the back of a wrecker?
He needed water. No, the radiator hose came undone,
Oh, I see.
old cars.
Yeah. So did you did he happen to get it filled up with water? And
Somebody's taking him water.
But you know what?
And tequila.
Some things never change. I mean, we went through this when we were 16, 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, earlier than that for me, my dad was in the used car business, so I started at 5 with a little cup of Bonami. Remember Bonami?
Bonami, sure.
He put a little water in some Bonami, and my job was on Saturdays at 5 or 6 years old. Of course, you couldn't do that now; it's illegal. But was to the wide white walls to take that toothbrush and get the scuff off of there.
Absolutely.
So after about 3 cars, he goes, "Here's $1. Go to the movies. Leave my cars alone." So,
Now that you, taking the scuff mark off
Yeah.
the wide whites.
yeah, they all had wide whites.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you. How have you been?
Retreads.
Retreads.
Yes.
Oh, God. Do they make car retreads anymore?
I don't even know.
I know they do for truck tires, but
Yeah, they do.
I don't know.
You could probably find them.
That's it right there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pulling
coming
in.
in.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
There it is. So he's
Okay.
going to bring it around here. Hopefully we can get it on the Ram.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Stan, it doesn't get any cooler than that, buddy.
It just doesn't.
It doesn't.
Wait till you see. It's got an old 50s style triangular shaped
Park it
roll
right in
bar.
front of the camera. That's good right there.
Yeah,
That's good.
Triangular shaped roll bar.
yeah.
Did you put that in there?
Mike Brink that built that Corvette for me 100 years ago in Dallas. His group did it, and they enjoyed it so much. I mean, they just did little extra things. They said because we're having so much fun with it.
Yeah.
It drives so good. It's got the stock motor, but that car is
Is it a straight 6?
straight 6, but with an updraft Weber carburetor.
Oh my God! Did it come with that?
No, heck no.
I thought it just had like a
It's a little one barrel.
Yeah. One barrel.
But the car is just amazing, and I bought it for nothing. It had to be a divorce car or an estate car, or
A deal car.
yeah. Don't put a car on reserve when I'm at an auction and drinking.
And a checkbook.
Oh gosh, actually, I intentionally did not enter the auction. I intentionally didn't bring a checkbook. I'm not going to buy anything. Should be selling. Well, after about 4 of these,
4 wines.
so the car, Judd's looking for me, right? And the car is next to go up on the block. And I'm standing there, and it's got a big NR on the windshield, no reserve.
No reserve, yeah.
And I'm watching, and nobody's bidding. So I don't bid until they pick up the gavel. I don't like to help them get it up there. So I bid on the car, and he sold. And the guy said, "Okay, where's your bidder number?" I said, "I don't have a bidder number." He said, "You can't bid without a bidder number." I said, "No, I just bought that car. Sure you can." And Judd's asking Dale Holkers, "You see my dad?" He goes, "Yeah, he's right there on the big screen. He just bought something." He said, "I bought something."
Only you, Stan Holt.
So I'm not saying anything. And the guy's talking 100 miles an hour, and Judd walks up out of breath. He goes, "Here, just put it on my card." I said, "Oh, there's
Thank
another
you.
one coming up. Don't go away." Free cars. Anyway, yeah, it was hysterical.
Was that the January Meekum?
The one before.
Okay.
April, I think, or May. April, May,
Yeah,
sometime in there.
this
Yeah.
That's right, because you drove it here in May stock.
Right.
You just
Just
acquired
the way-
it and
just
thought,
the way I got it.
yeah.
But I
And you
couldn't-
told me then, you threatened me.
I couldn't-
Don, I'm going to make this into a gasser.
I couldn't resist. I'm telling you.
I remember him saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. They did an amazing.
So what
job.
other cars have you added that you haven't told us about that we...
Is Sheila in shouting distance?
She'll be here in a minute. She's on her
oh,
way.
All right. Yes.
Yes. Well, I see it looks like a Chevelle or a
Chevy-
Nova
Chevy
2
2
wagon.
Right.
That's a new one.
No, that's not that new. I've had it a couple of years.
I see it over there. That's yours?
Yes. It's so nice. And the guy that built it, I didn't. I bought it pretty much the way it is. Changed the wheels, but it's got the factory upholstery on the bench seats.
Love that.
It's got 4-speed on the floor.
Factory 4-speed?
No. No, you can still see where the old indicator was for Power Glide.
Yeah.
But it drives so good.
What year is it?
66.
66. There's a theme going on here today.
I think so.
Yeah.
Should have been a Buick.
He's got a Buick. That was a 55? Yeah.
That was my first classic car.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is
sir.
a Coke, right?
But what?
This right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. We're getting some beverages.
A racing Coke.
A racing Coke.
Yes.
That's it.
I bought a 46 Packard.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Was it the wine again?
And it was no reserve.
Yeah? Oh, it was.
And it still has the factory paint job. It's kind of frosty. But
all right.
It's at Dale's, a reupholstering it. Original. Car runs beautifully. 38,000 miles on a 46 Buick.
And so it would have a straight 6?
Straight 8.
Oh, straight 8.
Yeah.
The Packard, yes. Okay, got you.
And it's got suicide rear doors. And it's just I don't know. I have no business buying that car. So.
Well, apparently you do.
I'll leave it to you in my will.
Do you do that?
Let's not wait.
Okay. Don, you can have the car.
You can have it now.
Yeah.
If you've got a place to park it, because I don't.
No. You mean you filled up the hangar next door?
Those
twice. Good.
Yeah, I really am. I'm going to sell some cars. In fact, I have brought. Mary drove that. That's a frame-off 70 GTO 455 cubic inch. Most of them were 400s. It's a nut and bolt rotisserie car.
It's an HO.
An HO, hood tack, electronic exhaust. You can open the exhaust from the dashboard. The scoops can open from the dashboard. Here's a sweet deal. It had to be ordered by an adult in 1970 because it has factory power windows, factory air, cruise control. No kid.
The money back then.
Yeah,
somebody knew what they wanted.
Yeah, but no kid would order a car like that.
With windows and all that.
Yeah, nothing.
Exactly.
It'd just be stripped down and fast, So, anyway.
So it's got the cruise control that has the toilet chain that goes from the carburetor to some sort of thing back.
Vacuum.
No, it's that flexible chain. I remember it very well.
It's
really, I don't remember
circular
that.
vacuum.
It's under there. If it's still factory, it's under
factory.
there.
I mean, it has stainless steel exhaust. I put a tree mech in it so you can drive it on the freeway. But I'm going to sell it.
And so you hear it here first.
125.
125,000 just for you.
David, 125.
Down.
I got 130. David's got 130. 130. Mike's got 132. 132.5.
123. We're going the other way now. 121.
Let me see. Let me get in my pocket and see what I got.
Oh, my God.
The reason I'm going to sell the car, it probably may be the nicest car that I have.
Oh, wow.
But I don't drive it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Why?
I just don't. It's just, it's real. When you start it, they were cold-natured. It's real rough. As soon as it gets some heat in it smooths right out. It's just a lot of car to drive around town. The car needs to be owned by somebody that's his only car. That's his baby.
Yeah.
That's who needs to own that
Well,
car.
I think that
Take
the
it out
Pontiac
on
Club,
regular
somebody
stuff,
in the Pontiac Club would be interested
I
in such a
hadn't
thing.
aggressively tried to sell it. I think I put it on Facebook one time, but the car is really something.
Well, we have club members that listen to the show.
You
And
do?
So, yeah. So
People are actually listening to this?
believe it or not.
God.
Some that are
We've
on parole.
been a hit now on podcasts for quite some time.
I heard a roar of applause.
Yeah, that's right. You thought that.
We're big in the.
Can you get an applause machine? You should get one of those.
We should.
We need an effects machine.
I got a whole bank of buttons here. I could load it
Sound
up.
effects, yeah.
We're big in the federal prison.
Are you?
Yes.
But not in the
Well,
car
see,
show
kind of a
world.
captive audience.
But see, y'all came after I got out. Y'all came on. You weren't when I was in there. You weren't on.
No, we weren't. We were in
Well, we had
we
to
were
wait
in
for
the
Don
back
to get
taking
out,
care of
too.
business.
The
If you know what I
ladies
mean.
federal prison.
I listened to that guy sit down for the rest of the story.
And now, the rest of the story.
And now the news.
Yes. Yes. That's old school, and we like it. I can relate.
I got a mind lock here.
Yeah. You're fine.
There was an announcement job you should have.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I should have all announcement
you
jobs.
should. But no, this one, you were born for this one. Oh, God, it'll come to me.
All right.
Guy was doing a terrible job.
Really?
Terrible job, yeah. Yeah. He didn't have the golden voice. You know?
I can do things like this is a test. For the next 60 seconds, this station is conducting a test. People have asked me, was that you? Yep, that was me.
And they're looking to the skies for bombers.
The guy calling the color for the Astros stole your voice.
Oh, really?
Oh, my gosh. It sounds just like you.
Interesting. I'll have to listen when they play ball again.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah. I mean,
he's on vacation now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I
He
appreciate
really does
that.
have your voice, though.
He
In
does?
fact, I thought it was you. And she was, no, it's not him.
It's not
He
him.
would have called you.
I would have
I
called
said,
you.
yeah, we wouldn't be sitting in these terrible seats if he was the announcer.
That's exactly right. You'd be sitting right there back behind home plate.
I know.
Yeah.
So, let me know.
Well, we're going to take a little break. Can you stay with
right.
us for a few minutes?
Yes, I can.
You,
Take a break.
You don't have anything else
Make
going
some
on?
money. I'm sure I do.
All right. Well,
Nothing
the
new.
In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the Odyssey radio app. That's AUDACY. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. And podcasts are for your taking at your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream the show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this quick break.
The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipe means when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the first Lupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here is the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupe Tortilla Katie's another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupe's. It's located on 99 the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station. Located just around the corner from Kyle Field, it's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Going to Louisiana, the Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont is on I-10, so you can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants has the best Tex-Mex anywhere, and you're invited anytime. Is your car ready for that all-important holiday road trip? Gulf Coast Auto Shield is having another car social Saturday, December 7th, and you're invited. Bring your car, truck, or SUV and find out what it'll take to get that thing looking new again. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your one-stop shop for paint detailing, coatings, window tint, clear bras, camera installs, and wheel repair. The Car Social is your opportunity to get a tour of this state-of-the-art facility located at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. Join the Car Social Saturday, December 7th, 9 to noon. Talk to other owners and see how good your car can look on the road trip to Aunt Mary's. She'll want that good-looking ride in her driveway, I promise. Put it on your calendar. The Gulf Coast Auto Shield Holiday Car Social and Road Trip Get Ready. Saturday, December 7th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We'll see you then.
Your arms aren't long enough, David. We're messing with stuff here that we shouldn't have to do, but whatever. It's a long story. But we thank you very much for joining us today here on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Don't forget, Gulf Coast Auto Shield hit the Holiday Road Car Social December 7th. We hope you'll stop by the In-Wheel Time remote booth, say hello. And next week we're going to be back at the Sugar Shack Studios. There are popular Zoom guests and other shenanigans. We're going to postpone your car review for the next half hour. Is that okay? Thank you. I appreciate you.
Anytime.
You didn't even know what I said, did
Yes,
you?
I did. We're going to postpone my
What
car
car
review
is
to the next half hour.
We're going to do a review on the Buick Enclave Avenir.
Oh,
I'd
heck
love
yeah.
to hear about that.
I'll be happy to tell you.
I would love to hear all about it.
Would you?
Yeah.
We can do it now if
Let's
you'd like.
do it. I want to hear it.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
So,
load
Mr.
it
Mars had
No
a chance.
pressure, huh?
Yeah.
Mr. Mars had a chance to drive the Buick Enclave Avenir, and now here is his review.
Yeah, it did. Now, this is the 2025 model. This is the redesign. It's the third gen of this particular vehicle. Comes in 3 different trim levels. Preferred, the Sport Touring, and the Avenir. Of course, the Avenir is top of the line. That's what we happen to be driving. This is their midsize SUV, again, redesigned, 3-row, 7-passenger. I'm not a big fan of that.
I thought that the Enclave was the top of the line big boy.
Yeah. For Buick.
Buick says, on the Buick side, it says midsize.
Okay.
Mine's the midsize.
All right.
Well, there's 3 different sizes. Either
All
way,
right.
I'm going to
Mine's
mark through that
large.
then.
You just do your thing.
It's an
Mr.
SUV with 3 rows.
That's it.
It's got a front. We happen to have the one that had the black trim on it. You can get black or gold or chrome depending on which trim package you happen to pick up on. Large new grille, got the thin headlights and everything's got the black trim, blacked out grille. Happen to be rolling on some 22-inch black wheels that are aluminum that kind of match everything. It's got fine puddle lamps, got the brushed aluminum roof rails, panoramic sunroof, power lift gate. It's got all the things that you might look for in a semi-luxurious SUV. It's not quite up there, but it's kind of like a semi-luxury. It's a really nice premium leather seating. Front seats are heated, ventilated, and they have massaging. The second row is heated seats as well, and the third row is a power lift fold-up. You know, the little buttons on the side folded up and down.
Yep.
Got a 30-inch instrument panel infotainment system. I mean, this thing goes all the way across the dash.
That's what I have in mine.
And it's got everything in it as far as your convenience controls, your audio and everything. The only thing that bothered me about it is a couple of them, the steering wheel, you got to kind of look around it because they've got everything placed and spaced out in there. Mainly with the CarPlay. The Apple CarPlay kind of seemed to be a little blocked up. But it was easy enough to work with. It just seemed a little awkward. Heads-up display with a rear-view camera and mirror that works really well on the back of it. Had the 12-speaker Bose premium audio system in it. Nice sounds.
Yep.
Up under the hood, 2.5-liter turbo, 328 horsepower, 326 pound-feet of torque. Now, this is 20%. It's a smaller motor than they had last year, but it's got 20% more torque built into it. 8-speed automatic. It will tow up to 5,000 pounds with the available tow package that's on it. Now, the EPA says you should be getting about 19 miles to the gallon in the city, 24 out on the highway for a combination of 21. Now, I did get that 21 across the 461 miles I drove this vehicle. It was a busy week that I had.
Yeah, it's a good truck.
Now, out on the highway, we had the adaptive suspension, so it gave it a real nice kind of a luxury ride. It's not real wishy-washy, but, I mean, it was firm, but it was there. Had that active noise reduction package. A couple of times I thought a little bit of the road noise picked up, depending on the road surface, but it was really pretty quiet. Now, base model price on this particular vehicle, an Enclave, is $45,000. But you step up into the trim, the Avenir trim, starts base at $58,000. We had a couple of options on here. $65,125 was the MSRP on this particular vehicle. Look for something to compare it to. Probably the
My house.
Yeah, the Acura MDX is not bad, $51,200. You can get a little bit cheaper in that same size with some comparable features. Hyundai Palisade, $36,800. Kia Telluride, $37,397 started. These are base prices. Or you could also look again back up to that little more money. Go to the Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid that starts at $43,320. So it's a great driving vehicle. Buick has come a long way, and I'll tell you, I got more people talking to me about the new logo, the way they've changed the logo.
I know. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's the same, the three shield thing, but they've kind of ghosted it out, if you will.
But
and it really looks good.
It's red, white, and blue, if you look at it.
Yeah, but it used to be solid. Now it's kind of
solid.
just in
It's
the
red,
corners.
white,
But
blue.
everybody,
I
is
like
that
it.
Buick? Yeah, it's the same logo.
Everything you mentioned on that Enclave I have on my Envision.
Do you?
Yes. I don't have the roof, but I didn't want the roof.
Well, not down here.
Heated seats and all. I don't have the power back seat, but didn't want it.
Do you have the third row?
No, got a 2-row.
To me, that is ideal for
Yeah,
that
I
size
agree.
vehicle.
You should have had a Buick.
Well, I have a Sorrento. that
Wouldn't
has
you
two rows.
really rather have a Buick?
Yeah.
I would now.
I want to think about it. He said the word comparable. Isn't it comparable?
Well, that's yes, but he's
a journalist. I mean,
well, yeah, but he lives in Nederland.
oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
We say coupe, they say coupe.
I drove through Nederland one time really fast, so I'm not familiar with the town.
You're the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go
The
through
highway's
Nobody,
past your
nobody
town
goes
now.
there.
Yeah, you don't want to go slow through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, today's In Real Time Car Talk Show is sponsored by the group of original Loopy Tortilla restaurants in Houston, Beaumont, and College Station, Gulf Coast Auto Shield, and Pro-Am Auto Accessories. We will continue the In Real Time Car Talk Show after these brief messages.
The holidays are upon us, and Pro-Am Auto Accessories is your local one-stop for the auto enthusiast on your gift list. Pro-Am Auto has been serving Houston since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am was one of the very first distributors in the U.S. for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbeau, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier shopping corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse and showroom with installation and service bays. Pro-Am reaches a worldwide audience through ProAmAuto.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. Holiday gift-giving is alive and well at Pro-Am Auto. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755.
Hey, Houston, it's back! America's greatest hot rod tradition is Thanksgiving weekend. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama at the George R. Brown Convention Center. 4 days of hot rods, customs, trucks, and muscle cars. Don't miss the Evel Knievel tribute. The Megamorph. Transforming robot car. Lowrider Showcase. Meet Catherine Bach from Dukes of Hazzard. Hip-hop legend Flava Flav. Farm Truck and Asian from Street Outlaws. Autorama. Thanksgiving weekend. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Part of the Summer Racing Equipment Show Car Series. See Autorama.com for more info.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.